of my project. And one of the manufacturers, their new specs came out were, quite frankly, wrong. They missed a step where they should have used a primer on the back of the material before we put the thin set on it to hang it. Oh my gosh. Happy we caught that, because we could have had a failure. And I was following the directions. So even at that, when I had a room full of experts, mistakes happen. So you want to be able to get, you know, the best information you can. And don't fall victim to some of the influencers out there. Because I tell you what, I can watch those videos and go, wow, there's going to be a lot of people that follow this, putting in bad information. And then they're going to base their project on it. And then that's going to fail, and that's going to be another issue. So take the time, study it, make sure you understand it. When in doubt, get a hold of the rep in your area, and they will help you. You'd be shocked at how much these people want to help to make sure that everyone has a good experience. So spend the time, plan it out, and you're going to have a better project when it's all said and done. And then the other thing is, make sure that you're using the right material compatibility-wise. I mean, we, in the 90s and 2000s when I was designing, we did a lot of travertine, you know, showers, because that was the hot thing. And I tell you what, some of that travertine would get beat up, and it was beautiful and it stayed, don't get me wrong, but the material was so soft, it actually completely blew through. From the shower, high pressure water, it actually, you know, 7 to 10 years later, we would see where the shower was hitting the wall, because that's where they had their shower arm hitting all the time. And the smaller showers, it was removing the material off of that. So it was literally washing away the tile, and it was credit card thickness when it had to be pulled out 7 to 10 years later. So make sure you're using harder materials, the porcelains, those kind of things in the shower. Marbles are great. They look beautiful, but they are a nightmare to maintain in a bathroom. So I would strongly go large format tile, large format porcelain walls. I did porcelain in my shower. The last one that was using the high performance slab porcelain that you would see for countertops. And so I just have caulking seams in the corner, and that just means that I have a very nice waterproof system there. And a little bit more money, but not having grouts on the shower walls is sure nice. And having that pattern with the marble look to it really made a difference in that bathroom to really give it an elevated look. Then, of course, what did I do? I grain matched on the slab as well, so the grain goes around the corners with a nice book match. So these are all things that you can plan ahead and make for a great project. All right, we'll finish up this subject when we come back. As soon as Around the House returns, don't go anywhere.
It was found that 33% of 44 herbal supplements had no trace of the advertised herb. Don't let that happen to you. Hi, this is Dr. Mitch. If you want to ensure quality, please go to TotalWellness.com. Supplements made for physicians, only now available to you too. TotalWellness.com, helping you to look good, feel good, and enjoy total wellness.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free.
That's right, free. The smartest way to hire. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com.
Are you paying too much for your health insurance? Are your deductibles too high? Or are you completely uninsured? If you answered yes to any of these questions, Healthcare Help can help you now when people need help the most. Health insurance laws and rules have changed. If you have Obamacare, are uninsured, or your premiums are too high, call Healthcare Help Desk. It's free. New healthcare plans are available, and you may qualify for dental coverage and lower copays and deductibles. Make the free call now. Top quality coverage at the lowest prices anywhere. You may be paying too much and not even know it. In these troubled times, healthcare is more important than ever. Don't let another day go by without health insurance. Policies are being offered with very low copays and deductibles. So if you're
Oh,
uninsured,
this is new.
paying too much, call Healthcare Help Desk, 800-421-3277, 800-421-3277, 800-421-3277.
It's a heartbreaking fact. On any given night, over 34,000 people are homeless in the Bay Area. More and more struggle to afford housing in our community, living below the poverty line or suffering from mental illness. The Bay Area Rescue Mission is fighting homelessness and needs your help. When you donate at bayarearescue.org, you're helping to provide nourishing meals, safe shelter for the night, and a nurturing environment for needy families. Since 1965, the Bay Area Rescue Mission has been delivering the hope of the gospel message to each and every one they reach. With so many lives in financial turmoil, your partnership with the Bay Area Rescue Mission is critical to meet the physical and spiritual needs of hurting families. Your gift helps men and women complete the mission's recovery program and successfully return to productive lives. To share your tax-deductible gift of hope today, simply go to bayarearescue.org. Love without limits. The Bay Area Rescue Mission, bayarearescue.org.
This is 860 AM, The Answer.
Welcome to the Around the House Show. This is where we help you get the most out of your home through information and education. Thanks for joining us today. If you want to find out more about the show, head over to AroundTheHouseOnline.com. And then you can find our video series as well over there for the Around the House Northwest television show, which you can stream anywhere in North America. You can catch it, just go to kptv.com and you can see the TV show there. Just look for the Around the House banner, or you can catch it on Amazon, Hulu, and YouTube. All through KPTV Fox 12, so you can find it over there. We've been talking about bathroom remodeling and my secrets to help save you money and get this project organized. And then this last segment, I wanted to get into detail on waterproofing and making sure that you've got that dialed in. Because if you're doing tile for a shower or a tub shower or even a steam shower or a heated tile floor, these are things that you should be paying attention to. And doing this right is going to save you a ton of money, because if it's wrong, you got to start over and throw it all away, which never is good. So let's talk about a difference here between a regular shower and a steam shower. Now, steam showers have been all the rage because you can sit in there, and especially in the wintertime, it's nice if you've got that common cold or something worse floating around. You can jump in there, and it's a sealed-up room where you're taking your shower, hit the go button, and you've got steam in it. So this is where you have to be really careful, is that the one nice thing with steam showers is that you have steam, but many times the waterproofing methods you see out there are waterproof, but not vapor-proof. And so really the only system out there that I know that is certified for vapor is the Weedy Vapor 85 system, and that vapor system is meant for steam showers, and that's exactly what I did for mine. So the problem is if you've got a steam shower, you can have problems if you just put up your Hardybacker and you throw that up there, and then all of a sudden you put your tile up without doing any waterproofing. You can get steam going through that, or you can get condensation on the back of the wall because of the temperature difference between there. So you have a lot of different things that can go on. So what I did for mine is that I did two things. One, I put in the thermotic drying system for the shower, but I insulated my walls with rock wool for sound, for heat. And then I turned around and put up my Weedy Vapor 85, and that's a foam board as well, so that has some insulating properties to it as well. And then by the time we got everything up, we were good to go. And then, of course, we had our slab, so I didn't have anything that's, coming through that way. But that's a really good way to do it. If you're just doing red guard in a shower system, I don't recommend that, because, again, we're running into those kind of problems where you want it to be 100% or as close as you can to being steam-proof or vapor-proof. You don't want it where vapors can go through there, because vapor will go through stuff that's waterproof pretty easily if you're not careful. So again, look for that vapor-proof. That's what you want to be using. So let's take a second here and talk about plumbing fixtures. And I'm talking about the the valve and stuff for the shower or tub shower, and your faucet. Now, to me, those two systems have to match each other for it to look correct in that bathroom, that I want to see those be a similar or same series, so it makes sense. And then, second of all, I'm really concerned about what we're going to be using, you know, in the shower or tub shower system, because you want to put in something really nice. This is not where you want to buy the online valving, because if you have to go in and replumb that in 3 or 4 years because you've got a cheap system, I would stay way away from that. This is where you want to go with your name brand, lifetime warranty, stuff that's right in there. So you can put it in there, and if you need a part in 20 years, you can get a part in 20 years. So make sure you get the right system, and, you know, this is not where you get the knockoff stuff that you get off of the online sales. So make sure, one, you're buying from your local retailer, that is your local plumbing wholesaler. That's the best place to get these things. And traditionally, they're a little higher quality than what you see in the home centers. So take the time on that. And then, while you're at it, in that wall, make sure you spend some time getting it dialed in and making sure that if you've got rotten pipes or you've got bad electrical, make sure that before you button up that whole system, that you've got it dialed in. You know, I like to use copper when it's coming out of the wall, for instance, for the shower arm. I like to go to metal there. I like doing, and depending on building code in here, I always follow building code, but I do like to see that tub shower rough out to be copper because it's just more durable. And so there's places that, you know, using packs is great, but I do like to see anytime there's a stub out, you've got some metal in there locked in, so you know you've got that good. Because the last thing to do is have that moving around. So anytime that I come through a wall for a valve, I like to go to the copper if I can, so I've got something there to do that. So that can be a mix of sweat and copper to using PEX expansion fittings, but here's the thing, no matter what, do not use any sharp bites or push to connect fittings inside the wall. That's just a recipe for disaster. It could be a leak. Use your permanent fittings behind the wall that are meant to be there. So I don't like using anything that's got a gasket, anything like that has an O-ring that could blow up down the road. So just, you know, use the right connectors. And when in doubt, if you've got a system on that shower wall where you're putting it in there, you need access. Sometimes if it's in the back of a closet or something like that, it's great. Put a big access panel in behind it so you can work on it. Hidden access panels are a great way to give access to things that you don't maybe need to. You know, many times in the shower you've got a bedroom or you've got a closet or there, or a master closet. If you can use something that's behind the wall in there so you can get in there to work on it, or even just inspect it to make sure nothing's leaking, that's a great day. So using access panels wherever you can that are hidden in other rooms or even underneath, that can be stuff that's just brilliant. So think about accessing it when you're getting in there. If you're putting in a jetted tub, make sure that you've got an access panel that if that motor quits or the pump quits, that you can get in there and change it out. And the more you can do to be innovative by coming through the room next door or something like that, the better off you are. I think it's just brilliant to go that way. And then you don't have to worry about dealing with a tile pattern or a wall pattern. A little planning goes a long way. So let those things be your friends. If you need to have them in there, it's an easy way to get to work and not have to be doing drywall repairs later. So that's a great snap close system. And if you need access into it, it's a good way to do it without having to cover it up and hope to get back into it one day. Now guys, one of the last tips I've got for you in this subject of bathrooms is considering the design of the shower. And this is a big one, and this is something that I've noticed over the years has been a big issue. A lot of people like to do these wet rooms where maybe the tub, the toilet, and the shower are all one big space, and then you walk into the room and part of that shower is just open. Now here's the problem with this, because there's no door, it makes for a cold shower feeling. So if you're going to do that whole wet space, make sure that you do a heated towel floor, heated towel bench, that kind of stuff that's going to make it seem more comfortable. And as well as that room gets really cold, especially if you have a high ceiling in there. So many times I'll have somebody do like a 5-foot by 4-foot shower, it's a big master bath shower. Now I don't want a door on it, or it's open to the air above the walls or something like that. Be very careful of that, because now you're stuck having to stand under the water at all times, and you stand away from the water real quick to grab some soap or something, and you're instantly cold. So most of the people, like 90% of the people that I've said, hey, we're going to do this really think about treating a warm shower like a steam shower would versus an open space that's cold. And then what happens is that space gets a lot, it just gets cold in there and it's not comfortable. So think about that, as well as just kind of the overall design of how this is going to work. Do you want to have to clean around the base of the tub and get the mold and mildew around there because you've got it in the shower, or vice versa with the toilet? And many times you can't have an electric outlet in there for a bidet toilet seat, so that could be an issue. So really think about that. It's kind of like the myth of putting the chandelier over the top of the bathtub. In most cases, because most bathrooms don't have a high enough ceiling, you can't do that, because if you think about this, guys, if you stand in that bathtub and you can touch the light, that could be the death of you via electrocution, so you don't want that. So many times I'll have clients bring in that Pinterest, picture and go, no, can't do it. Many times people have added that light fixture after the fact, after the final inspection, because most home inspectors won't allow you to do it. And in states where you actually allow your home insurance person to go walking through, that can be another issue as well. So be very careful of that. So watch out for those things that are kind of the gotchas, and that's going to be some of those bathroom designs that are the entire wet room. That can be an issue, as well as if you have, floor vent or something like that, you might have to close that up. So think about all these different things and how they're going to fit into the plan. And no matter what, if you're going to hire somebody, have a good contract that shows exactly what's going to happen, and make sure that you check to make sure they're licensed, bonded, insured, and their tile setters know what they're doing, and if they can be, CTI certified. So let's see if we can get something like that. Look for that certification. And that's the end of hour one of Around the House. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Crime across the country is at an all-time high. It feels like even a family road trip is taking a risk. We don't want the feeling of being unprotected and vulnerable. We found GetCCL.com. GetCCL.com gave us the help we needed to apply for a legal concealed carry permit that's recognized in over half of the country. GetCCL.com simplifies the process to apply, and it's all online. We used their free qualification process to answer a few questions and applied for our permit right from home. Thanks to reciprocity laws between states, when you're issued a New Hampshire concealed carry permit, you can legally carry in any state that recognizes your New Hampshire permit. It only takes minutes to apply, so don't wait. Exercise. Ensure you're protecting your family at home and in other states. Have peace of mind. Apply today. Go to GetCCL.com. That's GetCCL.com. Go to GetCCL.com. Exercise your rights today.
East Bay Shoulder Clinic and Sports Rehabilitation reminds everyone listening October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Women in our community should have breast screening mammograms for their best defense against breast cancer. Remember, there's more peace of mind than knowing than not knowing. Brought to you by Dr. Kirk Jensen and the caring staff at East Bay Shoulder Clinic and Sports Rehabilitation, located 3717 Mount Diablo Boulevard in Lafayette, providing physical therapy, personal training, and more. That's East Bay Shoulder Clinic and Sports Rehabilitation, reminding you there's no time like the present. Make your appointment today. Grace Payne reminds everyone listening this Halloween, highways will be busy with motorists traveling to and from family and friends, so make sure you and your family always have a safe and sober way home. Brought to you by the people who care at Grace Payne, your veteran Ford dealer, serving the Greater Bay Area with 4 locations. The location near you, visit online today at GracePaints.com or call 650-343-6535. That's the great family and the entire staff of Grace Paint, urging you to always drive safely.
Alameda Alliance for Health is your local partner in health, and we're here to remind you to take action to keep your Medi-Cal coverage. Make sure you get your Medi-Cal renewal form by checking or updating your address. For information on how to check your address or for help completing the renewal form, go to our website at www.alamedaalliance.org. Alameda Alliance for Health is your local partner in health. We are still in this together, and we are here for you. Sponsored by the Alameda Alliance for Health and aired by the California Broadcasters.
Saturday at 2 p.m. The Mentors, remarkable CEOs who challenge your thinking about life and work.
Hi, this is Tom Roy. Join me this Saturday. One of the greatest thought leaders of our time, Matthew Kelly, joins me for a rare interview to explore his remarkable journey. Don't miss this chance for hard-earned insights and wisdom as we delve into topics like life is messy, resisting happiness, courage, and more.
Don't miss The Mentors, Saturday at 2 p.m. on 860 a.m.
The Answer. Find us at 860amtheanswer.com. Download our apps and stream us 24/7. KTRP, San Francisco. 860 AM, The Answer.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Jason Walker. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu telling his nation today the military has opened a second stage in the war against Hamas by sending ground forces into Gaza and expanding attacks from the ground, air, and sea. He says it will only increase ahead of a broad ground division or the invasion into the territory.
We intend to give the Hamas a lethal blow, but in addition, our second objective, of course, is bringing the hostages home.
Prime Minister Netanyahu speaking through an interpreter today, courtesy of the BBC. Republican National Committee says it will include the Republican Jewish Coalition as co-moderators in next month's GOP presidential debate. Chairwoman Ron McDaniel says it's a big contrast to Democrats who seem to be silent about rising anti-Semitism.
We've chosen this partner to show our commitment to Israel, but also to Jewish Americans and Jewish people across the country that we believe any type of religious intolerance is unacceptable.
Also at townhall.com, President Biden is reaffirming American support for the Philippines amid rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific.
Wednesday's state visit by the Australian Prime Minister was seen by the White House as deepening an alliance that's increasingly viewed as a critical counterweight to China's influence in the Pacific. During talks, Mr. Biden raised the potential for conflict and made it clear that the Philippines can count on the U.S.
I want to be very clear. The United States defense commitment to the Philippines is ironclad.
A few days ago in the South China Sea, Chinese ships blocked and collided with two Philippine vessels. Greg Clugston, Washington.
And more on these stories at townhall.com.
In a world where financial landscapes can change rapidly, safeguarding your savings and retirement accounts is paramount. Direct Bullion USA is more than just the #1 rated gold bullion dealer in America. We're your trusted partner in navigating the uncertainties of hyperinflation and political upheaval around the world. Direct Bullion USA can provide you with the knowledge and resources to fortify your financial stability and protect what matters most. Call us now at 888-787-GOLD. Precious metals like gold and silver have been a safe haven investment for hundreds of years. Get started when you call Direct Bullion USA at 888-787-4653 and get your free gold investing starter kit today. All it takes is one call to 888-787-GOLD. Take control of your retirement and protect your future with Direct Bullion USA. Call 888-787-4653. That's 888-787-GOLD.
Make no mistake, it is costing more and more these days for, well, just about everything.
About 2 in 3 Americans say their household expenses have risen over the last year, but only about 1 in 4 say their incomes increased in the same period. That's according to a new poll from the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research. Households are finding expenses outpacing earnings, with many expressing concern about their financial futures. About half say they currently have credit card debt, 4 in 10 are dealing with auto loans, and about 1 in 4 have medical debt. Just 15% say their savings have increased over the last year. Rhonda Rockster reporting.
Families still searching for loved ones in the devastation of Hurricane Otis, that storm blasting the Mexican Pacific coast city of Acapulco. Authorities say the death toll is 39, but hundreds of families say they have family members missing. Breaking news and analysis, townhall.com. The National Zoo's popular giant pandas going home.
Zoo officials tell the Associated Press that adult bears Mei Zhang, Tian Tian, and their cub, Xiu Qiji, will be returning to China sometime in mid-November. Bears have been a wildly popular attraction and an unofficial symbol of the nation's capital for decades. The zoo's exchange agreement with the Chinese government, originally brokered by President Richard Nixon 50 years ago, expired December 7th. Ongoing negotiations to extend the agreement haven't produced results. Norman Hall, Washington.
Louisiana one step closer to connecting its capital city to New Orleans via a train line. Governor John Bel Edwards signing a deal advancing the return of passenger rail service between